Okay, so today we are going to learn about the exponents, okay, and some basic formulas that is formulas that are needed for the grade 5 and grade 6 problems, and some basic examples so that you can solve the examples given in the quiz. Okay, let's start with the definition of exponent. So exponent is nothing; it's just the multiplication of the same number k times. So let's say this is a number k and this is n. So we write the exponent like this, k power n. So this is called base. K is called base. K can be any number. Decimal, you can use decimal, fraction, integer, or any number k. But n is integer. Okay, it's positive integer or negative integer, or even like a minus half or fraction, anything. So basically it is called base and this is called power or exponent. So exponent and power, you can use any of these two terms. So when I say k power n, it means you have to multiply k by itself n times. Okay, now let's think about two numbers. If we have the same number, if we have n power some value a divided by n power some value b, what will happen? We can write as n power a minus b. So what you have to do, you have to take the base and subtract the powers. Make sure that you're not subtracting b from a. You have to subtract a, sorry, you have to subtract b from a. You make sure you don't subtract a from b. In that case, you have to apply the negative sign. So basically, take the power or exponent of the numerator and take the power of denominator and do a minus b. Okay. Similarly here, if you have a number and those numbers have power a and b, what you have to do? You have to take the sum of the exponent. And another case is like when you have power 0, any number. It can be any number. So n power 0 is 1. So we are going to learn why n power 0 is 1. So n power 0, you can write like n power, let's say for example 3 minus 3. We can write it, or we can write it n2 minus 2. So in that case, what you can do, see, look at this one, n3 minus 3. So we can write it n power 3 divided by n power 3, correct? From this formula, because n power a minus b is equal to n power a divided by n power b. It's through both ways. It's not like, since it's equal sign, so if I say n power a minus b, which means n power a divided by n power b. If I say n power a plus b, which means n power a times, this is times multiplication sign, n power b. So here, one example, 3 minus 3. So n power 3 divided by n power 3. So if we divide n power 3 by n power 3, it means 1. Or general example like n power 0 can be written as n power k minus k, which means n power k divided by n power k, and hence it's 0. That's why n power 0 is always 1. Now we have one special number 10, and that's if we use 10 as exponent or power, we don't have to let's say we have base 10 and then exponent is also 10. So for this one, what we have to do, we have to just multiply 10 times. Okay, 10 times. And you know, if we multiply 10 times, what will happen? We can close our eyes and just write 10 zeros. I'm not going to put right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So in American system, 10 billion. Okay. So if you have 10 as base, and if you have to find the like the base is 10 and you have any number here as a power, you have to just put those many numbers after one. Okay, these are the examples. So when you are using 10 as the base, it should not take time to find the answer. So you just count how many zeros will be there. But for the other numbers, you have to use the multiplication. Let's try another thing. So 5 power 3. So it means 5 times 5 times 5, which is 125. Now let's say if I ask you 5 times 5 power 3 times 5 power 2. So what you will do? You will do 5, 3 plus 2 from this formula. N a power b is equal to n a power a times n a power b. So 5 power 3 times 5 power 2 is equal to, okay. Now another example. Let's say 5 power 10 divided by 5 power 8. In that case, so if the question is not asking you to solve give the final value, you can leave this the answer in this format, 5 power 5. But if big numbers are there, it's a small number, 5 number. Let's say you have 65 and say power 10. It will take several minutes to find the answer. You are multiplying 65 10 times. So most of the times the question will not say, okay, give me the final answer. No, it will ask answer in terms of exponents. So you can leave like this. So similarly here, you don't have to, though it's easy, but you don't have to solve for it. Now second example, 5 power 10 divided by 5 power 8. So it means from this formula, 5 power 10 minus 5 power 8. Oh, here, okay. So divide by 5 power 8, correct? It's same thing, but what we do here, 5 power 10 minus 8, which is 5 power 2, which is 25. 5 power 2 is. So remember, like if you have base 10, in 10, what you do? Just find the exponent and answer will be 1 and those many zeros. And for other numbers, if you are not asked to find the final answer, leave it in the exponent form. And these two formulas are important, although there are several other formulas, but that's not needed for 5th grade or 6th grade. Like based on the log formula, we are not going to learn that today, because first I have to explain what is log. So forget about that right now. So remember, let me recap it. So if you have a base and some power, it means you have to multiply the base. Let's say power is n, you have to multiply base n times. Okay, so k power n is k times k times k times k, the n times. And another thing, if you have to divide n power a by n power b, which will be equal to n power a minus b, or other way around, like if you have n power a minus b, the answer will be, so n power a minus b, answer will be n power a divided by n power b. And next one is if you have n power a, n power b, which will be n power a plus b. And this is special case when you have power 0, any number power 0 will be 1. Okay, there is an exception for this one. Let's try this thing. Can you tell me the exception? Here is an exception. 0 power 0. Hmm. Can it be 1? Let's try it. So 0 power 3 minus 3, correct? 0 power 3 divided by 0 power 3, correct? We can write like this from this formula. 0 power 3 is 0 and 0 power 3 is 0. Is it 0? Is it 1? No. We cannot divide a number by 0. It's a unknown. Okay, so I was saying any number excluding 0. Okay, remember this, not 0 power 0 is 1. Any number excluding 0 will be, so we can say n power 0 here when n not equal to 0. Okay, if n equal to 0, then we don't have the, it's undefined here. If n is other than any value other than 0, then it's 1. So let's take some more examples. 25 2 times 25 5. So what we have to do? We have to use this formula. So 25 2 plus 5, which is 25 power 27. Now another example. Let's say if you have 24 square times 8 square. Can you do this? Like, can you sum the exponent? No. The base should be same. Then only you can sum the exponent. If base are different, you cannot sum the exponents. So here you cannot say, okay, 24 power 2 times 8 power 2 is equal to 8 power 2 plus 2 or 24 power 2 plus 2. No, that's wrong. When you have to sum the exponent, the base must be the same. So for such examples, where you have different base values, you can do, let's say I'm giving example, you have to convert them into the same base. 9 power 2 or 3 power 2. So what we have to do first? So 9 is equal to 3 times 3 power 2 and 3 power 2. Okay, one formula we forgot to write here. Another formula, if there are two numbers, n1 times n2, and this is three formulas here, and you can say fourth one, this one. So this will be, if there are two numbers, then you have to do like this. If they are multiple, like n1 times n2 times n3 times, let's say, n p, the p numbers, and there you have to do k, so it means you have to put power on all the numbers, k times np k. So basically, if you have two different numbers and you have some exponent, you have to apply exponent to both the numbers and the multiplication will be there. So we are going to do the same thing here. 9 square will be 3 times 3 square times 3 square. So we can say 3 square times 3 square. Now we have the same base, so we can write 3 and then 2 plus 2 plus 2. So 3 power 6. So this is generic formula, but if you have multiple n power c, d, e, f, g, you have to just sum them. Okay. So I hope you got the basic concept. Like when you have different bases, what you have to do, you have to convert them into the same base. Okay. When you have the same base, you just depending on the multiplication or division, you sum them, sum the exponents or subtract the exponent. And if you have power 0, except for n equal to 0, every time it will be 1. So I think we covered all the basic concepts. Let me think. Yeah. So these are the concepts you should understand for 5th grade and 6th grade. And I'll give you one quiz and try to solve all the questions.